What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with another video, a rant, a rave, a talk, a discussion, a ramble about America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. I have a slew of topics about the Cowboys I want to talk about today, but before I get started, if you guys can please, any of the talking points that I discuss in this video, if you guys can please put your 2 cents in, put a quarter in the machine, pay the piper, whatever you want to call it. Just let's participate. Let's discuss. Let's have fun. So before that, also, if you guys can please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to become a piglet, and if you guys can please turn on that bell notification, that way you're notified every single time I upload a video. You guys will not be disappointed. And also, if you guys agree that the Cowboys are technically in Arlington, Texas, hit that like button because it's factual. If you dislike it, then that means that you don't know your Dallas geography, the DFW geography. But anyway, before I get started, okay, now that I'm done, let's get started with the topics. A minute and 10 seconds wasted. Sorry. Anyway, one thing that I want to start with is David Irving, who has been kind of just a question mark for the Dallas Cowboys. Like, the dude, when he's on the field, produces. He shows up, he gets sacks, he gets pressure, he gets everything he's supposed to do. But off the field, the dude's got some question marks, the dude's got some issues, and it looks like, I'm not sure if it's confirmed or not, but it looks like that David Irving is no longer a Dallas Cowboy, just like T. Will. And in all honesty, like, the dude, like I said, was good when he was on the field and when he did what he's supposed to do, but I think he's a dime a dozen. I'm sure that we could find a replacement pretty quick, either in the draft or in free agency. So, not going to lose sleep over that. The one I might lose sleep over, however, and I saw a thing on Facebook that says he is the #1 projected free agent on the market right now, and that is Demarcus Lawrence. Now, Demarcus Lawrence was our answer to releasing DeMarcus Ware back in the day whenever he decided to go to Denver and win a freaking Super Bowl. And honestly, I thought it was a good answer. I thought it was a good call. He showed up just like David Irving, did what he was supposed to do. Pretty much top 3 in sacks, or top 2 in sacks a year ago, 2 years ago. And I think he had double-digit sacks again last season. So, I mean, if we could get him back, that would be great. Honestly, I don't think he's expendable at all. I think he needs to be on the team next year for us to thrive. And I like him a lot. I call it DeLaw. It's like, don't mess with the long D of DeLaw, you know, whatever. Just something I made up when we drafted him. And when I saw him get his first sack in the NFL, I was like, don't mess with the long D of DeLaw. So if we get rid of him, that's going to make me very, very sad, because I love the guy. I think he's great for the Dallas Cowboys organization, and he's a great team player on that team. And being a Boise State Bronco, you know, the Smurf turf, I don't know, I always thought the Smurf turf was cool. But regardless, the next topic I want to discuss is not really anything that's concrete per se, but the chance of getting like some stud in the second round in the draft. I think we might have another Jalen Smith situation, because there is a player, I can't remember what position he played or his name, it's escaping me at the moment. There's a player from Mississippi State that tore his ACL. You guys can please leave it down in the comments who the guy is. I'll probably Google it when I get home. But we might have another Jalen Smith situation, and if that happens and we get the same result that we did with Jalen, I'm going to be happy about it. But there is a guy, he's a defender, that's all I know, tore his ACL during workouts, pre-combine workout, and I mean, Jalen Smith kind of had the same thing happen to him, except Jalen Smith I think he also had an ACL tear. I can't remember. He had his injury in a bowl game back, I think, in December of the year before we drafted him. So, God, it's escaping me and it's driving me nuts, but it's Mississippi State. And honestly, if we draft this guy like in the second round or the third round and we make him sit and wait on that injury like we did with Jalen, we might have another awesome story to tell. And I could see Jerry Jones doing that. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't, because we need depth and we need players on that defense that are actually going to step up and produce, because we are getting rid of David Irving. Unfortunately, right now we are going to get rid of Demarcus Lawrence, so we need to draft somebody on that defensive line. Just like we did with Van Der Esch. Steal. Wasn't really a steal. It was just a smart pick, and it ended up pretty much costing Sean Lee a starting position. So there's that. And probably the next video I do, I'll probably figure out his name and be like, this is his position, this is his injury, and this is where I think we should take him. But also, I think we need to draft. Our draft needs include a tight end. We need a tight end. I know we have like 5 on the roster, but one of them, God, I can't remember his name. JP, Pete, I can't remember his name. He's a long snapper, so he's not really a tight end. He's been long snapping his entire career, and he's working wonders for us. So he's pretty much just like a special teams kind of guy, which is awesome in itself. But we have Jarwin, we have Rico at the moment. We have who else do we have? Oh man, I forgot his name. We drafted him last year. Dalton Schultz. We have Dalton Schultz, and then we have Jarwin and Swaim, Jarwin, Schultz, and Rico. And honestly, I think I could see half of those guys, if not 3/4 of those guys, being sent bye-bye. It's like, bye-bye, we don't need you, thank you. And drafting a tight end. I want the tight end from A&M, guys. I've been watching him for the last couple of years. He's a beast, and I think he can be one of those Gronkowski types. He can be one of those Jimmy Graham in New Orleans type of tight ends that I think could pay dividends for not only Dak Prescott, but that offensive line, because I think he can also block pretty well. And his name is escaping me also. And the last thing I want to talk about is, I know this is beating a dead horse. I know I've talked about it a few times, but Earl Thomas Sr. He is a safety that is pretty much a free agent. He is available, and I see no reason why the Dallas Cowboys shouldn't go get this guy when free agency starts. I think mid-March is when free agency starts. And I think we should go get him. I think he will do great with Rashard and that young core of our secondary. And I just don't see anything but it going up from there. So I know he moved his family to Dallas, so that could be an indication. Don't quote me on that, but I think I heard something about him moving his family to Dallas. So regardless, guys, any of those topics you want to discuss, create your own topic down in the comments. Please like, please comment, please share, do whatever you want to do. And if you haven't already, please become a piglet by subscribing to this channel and turning that bell notification on. That way you're notified every time I upload a video. I feel like majestic right here, like the sunlight's just beaming down on me. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much once again for dropping by, and always remember, my little piglets, Colin Pork Chop loves y'all the most. Y'all take it easy, guys, and I will see y'all next time. Boy, guys, how about them Cowboys? Yeah. I'm going to make a good 9 minutes.